to my channel, About That Much. My name is Eva and I'm so glad that you found us. Today I've got a bit of a busy one. I've got some apples that need to be used up. I've got to make beef stew and dumplings for dinner. I've got to make some more brown sugar. I've got to do all sorts. So if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing as we're bringing out new content all the time. So let's jump into this vlog. Okay, here I've got some apples going a little bit on the soft side. So I'm going to peel them, chop them and get them in the slow cooker. Make some apple sauce with it. I'm not going to throw the peels and cores away either. There we are, got my slow cooker there. Peels and cores in there. And we're just going to chop them. About a 1/4 inch thick slices. I'll bring you back when I finish slicing all the apples. Okay, that is all of our apple. I'm just going to go in with some lemon juice just to stop the browning. I'm not going to bother with sugar. Same as I'm going to in here. I'm going to put into the saucepan and get that actually underway. And we're going to go with some lemon juice into there. I've only got a little drop left. Just wanted to use that lemon juice up. Right, I'm going to get that on low. We're going to fill this with water. And you put enough water just to cover. I'm just going to make some juice out of that apple peeling cores. And that's why I do that bit. There we are. That is just going to sit on low and simmer for a while. This is on low. Let me get cleaned and cleared up. Okay, that is doing lovely. And we're just going to let that go on in the background. Just going to check. Okay. That is doing great as well. Okay, on to beef stew. I need to get this beef stew underway. So in my saucepan I have some water. I've got some potatoes and carrots that I've peeled. So I'm going to now chop them up. That was a good dodge of the finger. Just chunks that sort of size straight into the water. Hot ring is on. And get those in. I'm going to turn that up. That's the carrots. I'm going to see how my little mini pumpkin looks. It's a little soft. Looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to chop this up. Put it all in. I cut it up small because I do have fussy kids, but if it's small, they don't actually notice it. Just going to wash my hands and I'll be back. Okay, so pumpkin in there. Now I've got some shallots that need using up. So I'm going to see how much of this is usable. Everything is by eye. It's not amount, it's whatever you have. Right, with the Three Rivers Challenge that we're taking part in, I only do it for January. Let's have a look at that amount. I'm going to chop these. Throw that in. I do it literally everything is by eye. I throw it in the pot, see if anything needs more. I have a secret ingredient that goes into my beef stews. I don't tell anyone about, but I will share it with you guys. Meal. Oh, I've got to show you our meal plan for this week that we've already been having. Ooh-wee. Oh, that's, can't blame me. That was the last one. I was doing fine against that last one. Right, they are going straight in. If I can see what I'm doing enough. Oh my goodness, guys, my eyes are streaming. Thinking I may put another carrot in that. But before I do that, I've got some OXO cubes. And I'm going to use 4. Use a little mortar and pestle just to break the 4 OXO cubes. That's 4. That's going to go straight in. Give it a stir. There we are. Okay, I've drained the can of garden peas. You could use frozen peas. You could use dehydrated, freeze-dried, whatever you've got. I'm using a can up. A can of sweet corn. Definitely needs more carrots, and I'm low on fresh carrots, but I do have dehydrated ones. So we can use them. There we are. That was from August 24. I'm going to add some tomato powder. This will just help thicken it a little. Added flavour. I will be thickening this up with some cornstarch. Right, I'm going to get my secret ingredient. don't knock it till you try it. You can't actually taste it. It is just adds a depth of flavour. So I'm doing a good heaped teaspoon. Okay, I've got some pumpkin powder. Add that in. Okay, in our £1.50 pantry challenge, we picked convenience food up. This is one of the convenience foods that we picked up. That was last year, so October 25, so we're going to use these up. Okay, I'm going to use 2 packets. So I can get this done ready. I've got to wait for that stew to start boiling before I add any cornstarch in. Okay, so what have we got to do? Add 60 ml to 75 ml cold water. That is 120 ml in there. Let me see if it needs any more after that. I'm going to get a fork. I think that's a case of get your hand in. But it needs a tiny little bit more. There we are. Now what I'm going to do, get all the balls off. I'm not going to put it in yet. I'm just getting this done ready. I'm just going to put them on there. Okay, what I do is I bring you back when I've got them all made. These are our dumplings. This is doing really well. I'll probably be straining that off in a bit. This is still cooking down. This is cooking. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make up like a slurry of corn flour and water to help thicken up the stew. Some water and corn flour. Make sure I'm mixing this well. Okay. Give that a stir in. Now I'm going to check on the potatoes. Funny enough, they are getting there. I'm going to let it go a bit longer. A few more minutes, and while we're doing that, I'm going to make up some brown sugar. Okay. White sugar. And you can see I've got organic pure blackstrap molasses. Goodness, it's going to take its time. And all you do is mix the two together. Most people in my house actually uses brown sugar more than they do white. They prefer it in their teas and coffees, same as I do. This takes a good few minutes to do. What I will do is bring you back when this is made. And just like that, we have brown sugar. So let me fill up my jar. Could have done with a little bit more. There's that, so I'm going to make a little bit more off camera and then I will be back. Okay, brown sugar is now done. That can go back. The beef stew is looking great, and I'm going to put the dumplings in now. What I'm going to do is turn the temperature down just a little. Put the lid on loosely. That's done. This is ready to strain, so I'm going to turn that off. And this is this week's meal plan. We've had spaghetti and meatballs. We've had honey sesame chicken and rice. We've had the homemade pizzas. You've seen me make the beef stew and dumplings. We have salmon fillets, and we've got seasoned chicken and rice. Then we have pulled pork. So that is this week's. Add the beef in soon to the beef stew. I just want those dumplings to be cooked. Because the meat is already canned, it's in jars. So it only needs to be heated through, so I have to make sure everything else is cooked first. Here we are, straining this. I'm going to squeeze as much as I can out of this. Right, I'm going to pick it up and give it a good squeeze. Trying to squeeze all the juice out of that. It's not enough in here to really can, so this will just be drunk over the next few days. Right, I'm going to leave that to strain a sec while I give this a good stir. Okay, that is turned right down low. I'll be able to pop those jars in a minute once I finish this. Hop, 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 hop. Okay, that's as much as my hands can deal with. Right. Look at that beautiful apple juice that would have gone to waste. Let's get some jars. I'm going to rinse them under the hot water first so I don't thermal shock them. Okay. There we are. Let's clean and clear up my mess. Right. Once they're cool, I will put them in the fridge with a lid on. Beef stew is looking amazing. So now we're going to pop our lids on our two jars. There we are. I'm going to drain off my fluid because I do not need that. I just want to take some of this fat out. Look at that beautiful beef stew. My kids are going to go crazy tonight when they see this. Right, I am just going to leave that like that. Lid off of the heat, and that'll be ready for dinner tonight. Okay guys, I want to make some quick pancakes using my sourdough starter. Let's put the sugar in there first. It's going to be a 1/4 cup of sugar. Right. We're going to have about 2 cups of flour. Into that I'm going to add some baking powder, it's going to be 2 teaspoons of baking powder. It's 2 teaspoons. I'm going to do a little bit extra. Baking soda. I'm going to do a good one. Is that a little skimpy? There we are. A good teaspoon of salt. 1/2 teaspoon. That was more like, but that will do. Right, I'm going to give that a whisk up. Now, you can see my starter is nice and bubbly. I want a good 1½ cups. Let me take that one off. Can't cope with the clanging around today. There we are. Right. That's about. I think that was more like 1 3/4. That's fine. Take the time to clean up your sourdough jar. If you don't keep it clean, that's what causes mould. Right, into this we're also going to add some cinnamon. I don't know. Couple of teaspoons. Something like that. I'm going to do 2 eggs. Oh my goodness, you're going to have to ignore my dogs. That's because Daddy is out the front trying to sort out. That's fine. Sort out the car. I've got to get the chicken feed tomorrow. And his car's the bigger car to fit it all in. Mine's not. Now enough milk to make it the right consistency. Just do a little bit more, it's all but there. perfect. There we are. As easy as that. Just make sure that you give it a good whisk. Right, let's get that oven on. Not the oven. Let's get the hot plate on and let's start cooking these. Let me wash this off and sort myself out. My husband and son got the car working. Yay!
Sorry?
Talking to the camera.
Hi.
It's okay. Because that's been out of work, not working for about a week. So thankfully it's nothing. It was nothing major. It just needed new spark plugs, which is good. No, we're not ready yet. They are cooking lovely. Pancakes, and that can go with the apple from the slow cooker tonight. What I'll do is I'll bring you back when I've made all the pancakes. Okay guys, there was around 23, 24 pancakes. Yeah, we're probably down to about 20 already. Kids are trying them, kids are loving them. Best thing. Right, so that's done. Let me set up for the £1.50 pantry challenge. I'm going to go and put these in the fridge. We're going to have stewed apple on pancakes, maple syrup, squirty cream, whatever. Got it all in the fridge. Beef stew and dumplings for dinner. That is fantastic. Right, now let's get the £1.50 pantry challenge. This week's £1.50 pantry challenge. What have we got here? Okay. Now, with this £1.50 pantry challenge, we do sweet treats, paracetamol, ibuprofen, toothbrush, toothpaste, bandages, plasters, tin food, packet mixes, convenience food, everything basically from A to Z. Now, I do this £1.50 pantry challenge to show people that you can actually build a pantry on a very small amount of money. So, I will link up in the iCards up here a video explaining why I do what I do with this £1.50 pantry challenge. So in this £1.50 pantry challenge we have ibuprofen, paracetamol, 3 lollipops and a pack of throat sweets. This is menthol and eucalyptus, extra strong. So what I will also do is I will link again up in the iCards the video I did in December 2024 showing you the amount of food that we got doing this £1.50 pantry challenge. Right guys, that's it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. It does help the algorithm find my channel, which really helps us. So, and don't forget to hit that notification bar. That way you will not miss a video. So until next time guys, bye and take care.